one of the questions I had during the break here was, what do you do for somebody who's had multiple strokes and they're disabled or in a wheelchair, that kind of thing? Well, strokes, 85% of all strokes are caused by blood clots. 15% of strokes are caused by bleeding type of strokes. Let's talk about the blood clot type of strokes. We know that it's caused by an omega-3 essential fatty acid deficiency, or a ratio pump between omega-3 6s and 9s. So the first thing I would do is give them one healthy brain and heart pack per 100 pounds of body weight. If they weigh 150 pounds, I give them 2 healthy brain and heart packs for that 150 pounds, would be 2 for 200 pounds. Also, they have to get rid of all the bad foods, any inflammation stuff, and no fried food, no processed meats, no oils, or gluten. And then I would also throw in the Ultimate Daily Classic, 3 of those twice a day for 100 pounds of body weight. That supports healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through blocked arteries. And then I would throw in the Ultimate Cardio Sticks, okay, one of those per 100 pounds of body weight. You mix them up in a bottle of water like this, one of those cardio sticks. And if they weigh 100 pounds, you can split it up, have a half of that at breakfast, put it in the refrigerator, take the other half at dinner time. If they weigh 200 pounds, you're going to need 2 of those, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight. Then I would throw in, specifically people who had strokes, I would throw in what we call the Ultimate Niacin Plus. It's time release, it's non-flush, and the plus part is an enzyme that's added to it called nattokinase. Some of you heard of nattokinase. Well, nattokinase dissolves blood clots. It takes a couple of months to dissolve old ones, but if one forms right now, it just never gets really solid because it's being dissolved right away. So I take 2 of those twice a day. Remember, it's non-flush and time release. I take 2 twice a day. There's 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Niacin Plus. They weigh 152, just for prevention. Because I fly a lot and I don't want to get pulmonary embolism and deep vein thrombosis and all this stuff that are kind of complications of flying. So you have to kind of think in these terms. You have to kind of think ahead of the situation to prevent these problems. But none of the bad stuff, no fried food, no processed meats, no oils. Okay, here's one. I haven't read it yet, but let's see what it says here. This isn't even English. This is in Spanish. Can't read that. Okay. This individual fell and hit their head, now has vertigo. Vertigo is sort of like motion sickness, where you feel, kind of out of balance kind of stuff. Feels like they're falling over all the time. They've been tested. They have adjustments from chiropractic, massages, and acupuncture, and still have vertigo. Usually when you have vertigo, unless you have like a tumor or an abscess or something like that, or an aneurysm in the brain, it's from a fall. This can be related to osteoporosis of the skull. And there's 12 pairs of cranial nerves, 12 coming out this side from the brain through the skull, and 12 coming out this side from the brain through the skull. And if they get squeezed, you get a symptom. If the 7th cranial nerve gets squeezed, you get Bell's palsy, your face droops on this side. If you have pain on one side, you're having what's called trigeminal neuralgia, it's the 5th cranial nerve. If the 9th cranial nerve gets squeezed, your voice gets like this as you get older, you start talking like an old person, because you're getting a squeezing of the nerve that controls the vocal cords. When you have vertigo, it's the vestibular branch of the 8th cranial nerve being squeezed. And so what you need to do, I would go ahead and take 1 healthy brain and heart pack per 100 pounds of body weight. 1 healthy brain and heart pack per 100 pounds of body weight. If they 150, I'd take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. Full dose of everything twice a day. Just 1 per month, I'd take a half a dose of everything twice a day. But I would also get a jar of CM cream, big wide mouth jar of CM cream, and I would put a 1/4 teaspoon of the CM cream down in both ears each morning when they wake up, and again at 3 o'clock with a Q-tip, like they're trying to get wax out of their ears. And that will reduce the inflammation and swelling around the roots of that 8th cranial nerve, and oftentimes, including when they have tinnitus or ringing in the ears, it'll go away in 10 minutes, just from that CM cream. But it'll gradually come back after 5 or 6 hours, but after 3 months on the program, you won't need the CM cream in the ear anymore. Okay, any questions? You already know this stuff. Question? Okay, what do you do for loss of hair? Well, I actually have less hair than you have right now. I've grown a lot of hair back. Not perfect, but I've grown a lot of hair back. You get on a gluten-free diet, and you take the 90 essential nutrients for your body weight, and you throw in the hair, skin, and nails. It's going to give the genes and DNA and RNA in your scalp what they need to regrow hair. And so we want to eat lots of eggs every day, get good protein, all kinds of stuff like that. Yes, yes.
Insomnia.
Okay, insomnia. When you take the 90 essential nutrients, a lot of people will tell me they get insomnia. I'm going to come back to your question in a second. Okay. But they'll tell me when they take the 90 essential nutrients, I used to sleep 10 hours a day. Now I get up after 4 hours, I roll around for 6 hours, I can't get back to sleep. You should jump up and down and give thanks to the Lord. Because what is the biggest complaint of busy people? I don't have enough time. I'm just giving you 6 extra hours. You roll around and try to go back to sleep. You get up and you go to work. Get stuff done. You'll be done with 2/3 of your day's work when everybody's still waking up. Now, the reason is, when you're sleeping, you're rebuilding your body from the previous day's exertions. If you have your 90 essential nutrients, you do more in 4 hours of sleep than you will in 10 hours of sleep without the nutrients. Huh? Now, if you have trouble sleeping, you take your 90 essential nutrients, stay away from the bad stuff, don't drink coffee, even our coffee. You can drink the decaf coffee, our Java Fit coffee, after noon, after 12 noon. Stay away from anything with caffeine in it after 12 noon. You can drink our decaffeinated coffee. But I do want you to also take our Sleep Ease. We actually have an herbal compound called Sleep Ease. It has a handful of herbs in there. You want to take it a half hour before you're going to go to bed. You want to take it within vision of your bed. Because if you're out in the yard and you take it, you'll fall asleep before you get to the bed. Yes? Okay, pyelonephritis is an infection with pus in the sort of pelvis of the kidney, it's called, where all the little tubes that take the urine to the ureter that leaves the kidney. Pyelonephritis, it's an infection there. It could be usually an ascending infection for the bladder. And so you want to drink plenty of water. Okay, you don't want to get dehydrated, drink lots of water. And I would drink lots of the rebounders rather than just water, right? I drink 6 or 8 little cans of rebounder in the day, one every hour or so, or every couple of hours. And then don't forget your 90 essential nutrients appropriate to your body weight. And I would also throw in the killer biotic. Killer biotic is a blend of 8 herbs which supports your immune system, but it also has the ability to have antimicrobial properties. 2 of those 8 herbs actually can kill bugs, bacteria, viruses. Usually when you have pyelonephritis, it's usually a bacteria. And I would also throw in the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 3 twice a day for 100 pounds of body weight. And the purpose of that is to get good blood flowing into the filter units, and it kind of dilates everything in the kidney. The kidney works better with that. It's an Ultimate Daily Classic. 2 bottles a month per 100 pounds of body weight. Question, sir? Yes, no?
What if I can't assimilate the
Oh, if you can't assimilate stuff, what is it, folks? If you can't absorb things, you have a gluten intolerance. No bread! No pasta, no crackers, no cookies, no beer.
Because we left all the gluten for 1 year, took
It has to be dog food, I don't care.
and I dropped all the medications out away because of the synaptic, so it seems like with the kidney problem, the acidity, I don't know if it's
Watch my lips. You're getting gluten somewhere. It's the dog food, the cat food, mother-in-law, renter, kids living in the house with you. What kind of work? Do you work in a bakery?
No.
Do you work in a spaghetti factory? You're getting gluten somewhere. Be a detective, find out where it's at. Will you give me $100 for every source of gluten I find in your house?
Because I lost 20
Will you?
pounds.
Good. On a gluten-free diet, you will lose weight. Will you give me $100 for every source of
Yes.
gluten I found in your house?
And all the drugs.
Did
that
she
I
say yes? Yes. What is the secret sauce? I have 900 secret sauces. Now, when you read the bottles, you'll figure it out. But I don't like to tell people, because when I first started this 40 years ago, I would tell people what the secret sauces were. I'd see them 3 months later and I'd say, well, Frank, how you doing with your type 2 diabetes? Oh man, it's worse than ever. I've been taking your stuff for a year and it's worse than ever. Really? It's impossible. What do you mean? What are you taking? Oh, I'm just taking the secret sauce. And then I realized that people were being silly. They thought, oh, well, I'm not going to spend $3 a day. I don't want to spend 50 cents a day. And so I don't tell you what the secret sauce is. I'm not going to tell you.
So are
It's secret, it wouldn't be a secret anymore.
So, is it in your product?
Yeah. It's in the product. It's kind of like when grandma dies and leaves her favorite granddaughter her secret recipe for angel food cake. And the kid says, well, I only like vanilla extract, so I'm not going to put all 25 ingredients in that cake. Now when I make the cake, I'm just going to put vanilla extract in there. You're going to get her recipe? No.
So I'm gonna take the supplements anyway, but I just want to know, I mean, I believe in 90s everything, but I just want to know what the secrets are.
Oh, for which disease?
For what disease?
Yeah. There's 900 diseases. There's 900 secret sauces. There's not one secret sauce. What? Oh, so you have a joint problem. You have a bone joint problem. And a shoulder, yeah, bone joints. So what you want is the healthy bone joint pad.
I'm taking it.
I want you to take 2 a day, or 2 a month, with 2 full doses a day.
I do
I
that.
want you to take 15 glucose gel a day. I want you to use the CM cream and the trauma oil on your shoulder and your knees. And I want you to be gluten free so you can absorb all this stuff. No gluten. Everybody in the household. Okay? Partner, spouse, man, woman, mom, grandmom, kids, renters. What kind of work you do? What kind of work you do?
I clean houses.
There's where you get your gluten. You're wading through people's rugs full of gluten dust, and their dog food got gluten dust in it. You sit in their couches and it's full of gluten. No gluten. You're going to have to charge them extra. Yes. Yeah, I only work in gluten-free homes. I actually have one gal who's a dog groomer. A dog groomer, yeah, they're all bringing their dogs to me. They're all eating. All the dogs are on dry dog food. It's not gluten-free dog food. Okay, question?
Sore back, muscles in the back.
Sore back, maybe fibromyalgia, sore muscles, back problems. Okay. Gal your size, I'd have you take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. I'd also get 2 large bottles of glucose gel, so you can take 15 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. None of the bad stuff, no fried food, no processed meats, no oils, or gluten. Next. Yep.
Cataracts.
Okay, let's talk about eye diseases. Cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, what is it, retinitis pigmentosa, those kind of things. They're all due to a combination of inflammatory things in your diet and nutritional deficiencies. So, what you want to do, is this for you? Okay. You want 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, full dose of everything twice a day. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, full dose twice a day. I'd get the Occutiv, O-C-U-T-I-V. I'd take 2 of those a day. They come 30 in a bottle, unfortunately, so it's 1 twice a day, it's 2 bottles a month. And then I would also take the Vision FX, take 3 of those twice a day, it's 2 bottles a day. And I would take the BTT 2.0 tablets, take 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. That's going to get your ORIC points over 300,000 a day. You must stay away from the fried foods, processed meats, oils, and gluten. Now, specifically with glaucoma, I need you to add the Ultimate Daily Classic, 3 of those twice a day for 100 pounds of body. That's to support healthy blood flow for blocked arteries, support healtty blood pressure, and support healthy pressure in your eyes. You're on drops, don't cold turkey off the drops. You go to the doctor once a month and he tests your pressure, ionization pressure drops, he'll reduce your medication for you. And then, also, with cataracts, there is a point at which you can stop the progression of it, but you can't reverse it. So the earlier you get it, the more likely you are to be able to reverse it. There is a point at which there's no return and it will totally eliminate the function of the lens, and so you have to have surgery. Okay, so the earlier you jump on it, getting rid of the fried foods, processed meats, oils, and gluten, get rid of the 90 essential nutrients, healthy brain and heart packs, okay, and the Occutiv and Occutiv and Vision effects. Okay, question? Yes.
I have a question. I have had a lump on my jaw for about 20 years, and
I'm sorry, you had what on your
a
jaw?
lump,
A lump? Okay.
and it's been
Is it a hard bone or is it a movable thing under the skin?
They've just recently, this last February, ultrasounded, and it's
After a year?
huh?
They're a little slow, aren't they?
After 20 years of having on and off problems with it, finally talking to a doctor about it because the dentist and the oral surgeon couldn't figure it out. This last February, I had a flare up with it. It swelled up really huge.
What did you
And
find?
then that's when they finally just ultrasounded it and said it's a mass. But then the oral surgeon was just all ready to cut
I can
into
tell you
it.
it's a mass without an ultrasound.
Yeah, so could I. And then the oral surgeon was just all ready to cut into it to try to figure out what was going on in his own terms. And then he finally took a 2D X-ray of it and said that he couldn't do anything with it. So it's just this mass hanging there that nobody knows what to do with, but it flares up and it's,
Well, did anybody say, well, let's just cut it out?
oh yeah, that's what he wanted to do.
Okay, well, that is an option,
But I
but it's
don't
been there
want
for
to.
20 years, so the odds are of being cancer is zero.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
Yeah.
But I
Otherwise,
just wonder how I can get rid of it.
well, I don't know what it is.
They don't know either.
Okay. So what I do in this case is, you take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. Get rid of all the bad stuff out of your diet, because it comes and goes. No fried foods or processed meats, no oils or gluten. And then I would take what we call the CM Plus capsules. Take 3 of those twice a day. It relieves inflammation and swelling. CM Plus capsules. And it's painless, right? Painless?
Most of the time, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'd have you take 3 of those CM Plus capsules twice a day. There's 2 bottles a month. And then lastly, I would take 3 of the BTT 2.0 tablets twice a day. There's 2 bottles a month to get your auric points up to see if your own defensive system with the support of the auric points can keep it under control. But we know it's not cancer because you've had it for 20 years. Question? Ma'am? Ma'am? Yeah.
What do you recommend for, we didn't talk about AED or?
Okay. Let's talk about emotional problems, brain problems, ADD, ADHD, autism. We'll talk about depression, manic depression, bipolar disease. Bipolar disease is when you're in civilian clothes. It's PTSD when you're in military clothes. It's the same disease as bipolar. We're talking about schizophrenia. We're talking about psychoses, anxiety attacks, panic attacks. All of those things are caused by nutritional deficiencies of the brain. So, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no sugar, no alcohol. You also have to take in 1 healthy brain and heart pack for 100 pounds of body weight. The Synaptive, I would take 3 of those twice a day for 100 pounds of body weight. Also the de-stress capsules, I take 3 of those twice a day for 100 pounds of body weight. And let's start there. Question?
How does ASAP work?
How does ASAP work? ASAP is raw material for your pituitary to make a hormone that helps control your weight. It's a hormonal control from the pituitary. And if you want to speed it up, you want to take the 90 essential nutrients with it, not by itself. I like the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. Take a full dose per 100 pounds of body weight would be ideal. And the ASAP, if you need to lose 50 pounds or less, I would take 1 bottle a month, put a dropper full in your tongue 30 minutes for each meal, let it absorb your oral tissues. If you need to lose 50 pounds or more, I'd take 2 of those bottles per month. Dropper full in your tongue 30 minutes for each meal, a dropper full in your tongue 15 minutes for each meal. Take your 90 essential nutrients and you will lose a half pound to 2 pounds a day like Pastor Ledbetter. Never fails. Never fails. Question? Question? Okay. Question?
Yes,
Because we only got 5 more minutes.
I like information on rebuilding your knees in 90 days.
I'm sorry, rebuilding.
Your knees in 90 days, because I've got to get my knee replaced.
What do you weigh?
I weigh 260 pounds.
Yeah, okay. So ideally, you're going to take 3 of everything because you're closer to 300 pounds than 200 pounds.
Okay.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
Okay. So we'll get you down to 200, and you'll be able to then get down to 2 of everything instead of 3. But in the beginning, you'll need 3.
And I also was diagnosed with cancer here just last week. What medicines can you give?
Okay, we're talking about prostate cancer, liver cancer,
Prostate.
brain? Prostate. Okay.
Yes.
So you need to get rid of all the bad foods. They're your problem. Okay. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. Okay?
Does that no oil include olive oil?
Does it have the name oil in it? Are you a teenager and adult?
No, but it just seemed to be.
No oil.
All right, no oil. How about butter?
Butter's fine. Butter's not oil. Now let me talk.
Well, that's all I wanted to ask you, those 3 questions.
So you need 3 healthy brain and heart packs a month. Full dose of everything, right? 3 times a day. Full dose of breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3 healthy brain and heart packs a month.
hard packs?
No, 3 healthy brain and heart packs a month. You better be right. Okay. Then, I want you to take 3 of the Ultimate Daily Classic 3 times a day.
Ultimate?
The Ultimate Daily Classic, that's 1 to 3 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic.
Okay.
Then, I also want you to take the BTT 2.0 tablets. I want you to take 3 of those 3 times a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month. 2 bottles a month of the BTT 2.0 tablets. That's to get your ORIC points close to 400,000. I take 500,000 ORIC points a day with all that product. That's to have your body defend itself from the free radicals and so forth, with the antioxidants. And let's see here. I don't want to miss anything. You need 2 bottles a month of the ASAP. Take a dropper full in your tongue 30 minutes for each meal, a dropper full in your tongue 15 minutes for each meal. And did you have diabetes? No? You have any joint or bone problems?
Well, I want my left knee to be replaced. I just had my right knee replaced.
Then I want you to have 2 large bottles of glucogel, so you can take 15 a day of the glucogel, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. And they're designed to support and promote through your genes, DNA, and RNA, the maintenance and repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons.
Glucogel?
Glucogel, yes, sir. Okay, next, behind you, we've only got time for 1 or 2 more here. Gotta be quicker. Yes, ma'am. Question here, lady.
Varicose veins.
Okay, varicose veins. Varicose veins, spider veins, hemorrhoids, aneurysms, glaucoma, white hair, all these things are caused by deficiency of the same nutrients. So what you do is take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, full dose of everything twice a day. Take the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets 3 twice a day for 100 pounds of body weight. That'll be 2 bottles a month for 100 pounds of body weight. And very interesting, I've had women with varicose veins the size of a garden hose, and in 6 months' time they're totally gone without surgery, because you're repairing the elastic fibers in those arteries and they go back to normal. Same way with aneurysms. I've had billionaires that have inoperable aneurysms, and they've pretty much given up, and somehow they found their way to me, and we were given the same program, and in 90 days they're totally rebuilt. Aneurysms are gone. The doctors are frustrated because the doctors wanted to be a billionaire. Well, how are the doctors going to be a billionaire if the patient died? They were going to marry the widow. And so how can a dumb foreign boy from Missouri get rid of a billionaire's inoperable aneurysms with some supplements? Okay? And of course, then the doctor in 2 months' time calls the home instead of the office. How's Steve doing? Oh, he's out playing tennis, never felt better in his life. What? Have him come in, he's supposed to be dead by now. He comes in, they do a CAT scan, lo and behold, his aneurysm is gone. So the billionaire takes a bunch of us out to lunch, to make a long story short. He's okay, Wallach, I'm a billionaire, you can have whatever you want. You want a ranch in Montana, you want an island off the east coast of the United States. It'll take me a couple years to go off the island, but I'll get it, that's what you want. And I thought for a minute, I said, okay, I tell you what, Steve, if you fire your doctor, we'll be even. That doctor, you were his only patient for 20 years. You paid him $100,000 a month for 20 years. That's right. And he didn't spend 10 extra minutes to email or Google experts around the world to see if there's anything you can do with your aneurysm. That's right. He just took the word of the radiologist here in New York. And I said, do you ever think about that? The time came when you really needed him and he didn't spend 10 minutes to look and see if there was an expert around the world that could have helped you. So you never thought of it that way. He said, here's another question for you, Steve. Instead of calling your office to see how you're doing, why do you call your home? Oh, I don't know. That's because he wants to be a billionaire. So what's that? And I said, well, he was going to marry the widow. Oh, he was one pissed off billionaire. So he fired the doctor. He said, you happy? Yeah. And so now we do a lot of things together in the world because I wasn't greedy. Thank you, Lord. Okay, time for one more. This lady in the pink back here. That'll be it.
Maybe you already answered this question, but what source is 90 Days for Life found from? Like, is it are the minerals found in a different country?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Like, how is it made? What source is it found from?
Oh, remember I showed you that mine? I said we have 100 cubic miles of this stuff. This has the 78 minerals in there, all 60 essential minerals. Then everything we put in there is gluten-free, non-GMO, let's see, you're organic, they're non-MSG. We have all these wonderful products. We've spent $100 billion in research. $100 billion. I didn't spend it all, but we got that much research from universities, agricultural schools, veterinary schools, medical schools, chemistry departments. $100 billion went into the formulations of these products. Okay?
It's
And
from mine, you said?
I showed you a picture.
Okay.
Did you remember the picture? I said, this is where we get the minerals. I have that cap with the limestone at the top. And I said, this is the same analysis of the land flowing with milk and honey. You don't remember that piece? That's the most important picture in the whole thing. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, now, I want to summarize here. We don't have time for any more. We have 2 hours of radio every day, Monday through Friday. They will give you the toll-free numbers. You can call in, and you have to call in early. We're paying the bill. It's toll-free, so you don't have to worry about calling in 15 minutes early. If you call in at the right moment, you won't get in. Too many people want to get in. But the important thing is, you have to take action. Have family meetings. Be an example. When there's birthdays and anniversaries and Christmas and times to get presents, give only the 90 cent people. The 90 cent people say, I don't want this. Say, well, that's what you're getting. If you don't want it, I've done my part. Noah built the boat. Even though nobody wanted to get in it, he built the boat. He did his part. That's why his family got to get on the boat. Okay? And so you do your part, and you don't want to have babies and grandbabies with horrible, horrible problems. You're going to have to take some extraordinary effort here. Every present, every wedding, baby shower has got to be the 90 cents of nutrients. If you're not willing to do that, you will pay the price of burying your kids. And you think I'm being disingenuous. I'm the pathologist. I'm the one that sees these kids on the autopsy table. Nobody has done as many autopsies on kids as me. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible thing. There is value in it, though. Instead of just putting the kid in the ground, you get some information, you save other kids. That's the value of it. And so I'm trying to pass this information on to each of you. And everything from the gay thing to heart defects, all the birth defects you can name, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, spina bifida, all these things are totally, cleft palate, belly button hurt, are totally preventable. Why would you not want to prevent these things? But you're going to have to be proactive. You cannot get this stuff from the food anymore because there's no more wood ashes going into the garden. And we've dammed up the river so there's no more silt going into the farms. Okay? God bless each and every one of you. I know He loves you. God bless you, and thank you very much.